Okay, so this list, this Sultai Superfriends list, is relatively similar to the Sultai list that we saw out of our good friend Andrea Mengucci. We have Paradise Druids, Growth Spirals, Uros, some big ramp tools, also Thought Erasures and Tyrant Scorn at the low end. But the high end is constructed quite a bit differently. Vraska, Golgari, Queen. If you have a turn 2 ramp, you can do a turn 3 Vraska and eat a lot of 3-cost permanents. And there's a lot of powerful 3-cost permanents in the meta right now. Like a lot. Teferi, Bone Crushers, Anaxes, other Uros, things like this. I mean, it's great. We also have Nissa, who can always shake the booty, a pair of Casualties of War, but then we also have Tamiyo to fill the graveyard, as your pal Sean just learned. Ashiok, an excellent game ender, a pair of Lilianas. One might ask the question, why a spread of Super Friends? It's a real simple answer. A good Super Friends deck. By the way, Super Friends means Planeswalkers. That's just what it means. Super Friends refers to Planeswalkers. So this is a Sultai Planeswalker-focused deck. If you're ever a Super Friends deck, it should be good at protecting the Planeswalkers that come out. And since it should be good at protecting the Planeswalkers, you know it's a good way to leverage your power? Have lots of Planeswalkers out. So you want to try to avoid duplicates, so there's a lot of, like, 1, 2, 3 copies of, as opposed to 4 of these and 4 of these, because then you can only have 2 unikies out at a time. If I take a look at the list, double of each of those, we have 3 and 2 and 4 Fabled Passage. Makes sense, should be 28 lander, 27. Jesus, really? 27 lander? Are we fucking kidding me, man? We don't have as much anti-aggro in the main board, and the anti-aggro construction's quite different. Instead of relying on something like an Aether Gust, Lovestruck Beasts against aggro, Ritual of Sits, and then our anti-control tools would be Agonizing Remorse, Casualties of War, Mystic Disputes, Noxious Grasps, things like this. Shadowcast, sometimes it takes me until the time that I start feeling physical sensations, anxiety in my chest, like it actually hurting before I realize I'm anxious about something. Dude, I have a real problem with sensing bodily stress. Because I am so comfortable with lots of stress, man. I function so well under stress. Stress does not actually bother me that much. I mean, for God's sake, I grew up playing StarCraft, man. That'll teach you to fucking not be so worried about stress, you know? Hey, I'm stressed in this game. Alright, well. Who cares? Keep playing. Learn to play well. No! I meant to do the Tyrant Scorn. I want to burst into tears. Never mind. We're fucking awesome. Get out of here. Dude, man, I really, really, really feel you on all this. Like, fuck me, it is. And also, let me 2 notes, Shadowcast. One, I really appreciate you being comfortable talking about all this stuff and like engaging in conversation about it, and also I apologize at all for any of the like, hey, there's several thousand people watching me play Magic and let's just put the spotlight on you and your feelings specifically, because I am kind of like prodding you to go there and being like, hey, let's talk about those feelings. I would be remiss not to check in and make sure that you're not feeling uncomfortable in some regard. By the way, if I can play a land, I tend to play the Uro first. So that way I can see what kind of land I get, because maybe I might want to shock something in. That said, we are absolutely screwed in this game. Royal 8 says, my brother just got his acceptance letter to college. I'm really excited. Dude, that's actually fantastic news, man. Now, if only I could get the best Uro I ever saw. We're dead, right? Sacrifice deals 2 damage. Sack ping, sack ping. See you later, everyone. What do we want to go? These come in. These come in. Get out. Get out. This is probably fine. We're just pulling the curve down. And in fact, this looks more like that. Unclear Nuclear says, could you tell more on what motivates you to get new skills and knowledge? Unclear Nuclear? Oh, I can talk a good bit about that. I have learned over the last 10 years that unless I have something that is causing frustrating, annoying, difficult problems for me, I don't feel good. I get really sad. I like really obnoxious, challenging, stupid, fiddly things. I think I actually ditched that one. I'm going to do like this. Like, for instance, I got really into machine learning. And that, talk about tedious, stupid, obnoxious bullshit. Oh my god. Makes me unbelievably satisfied, and I love it. I also... oh, man. I should put that at the bottom. I'm making a lot of basic... Sean Plott is talking and not using his little brain-a-roni mistakies. But anyways. Like, if I just wake up, work out, do stream, eat dinner, go to bed, I start feeling really uncomfortable. Like, really unsettledly bad. Making a little lean green. You know, perhaps I should be holding back.
Wherever I go, I leave bodies in my wake.
Actually, plussing this seems pretty good, huh? You only take 3 damage.
The ends justify the means.
Ah, this is actually pretty cool, huh? Pretty cool play from a cool guy named Day9. And also, there's a big part of me that really wants to make things. I really derive tons of personal satisfaction from, like, coding. I submitted, made some commits, and bada boom. Did a thing. I made new. Sacrifice me. I almost missed this play, but I could play Vraska and then just plus. In response, I do this.
Oh, the day is yours.
Okay. Okay. I don't know how to drink. Drinking is really difficult for me. I don't know what happened with the can. I really don't know what happened. I was drinking. Let me actually bend the tab all the way out. And it just, like, went sideways. Oh, goodness. Oh. Eat it. Oh. I think I'm completely fucked. Whatever, man. Whatever. I'll fix this shirt later. Everybody now. Perfect.
Regret that?
Ugh, puke. Oh my god, we found Tamiyo. Okay, so let's see if I can do this. 1, 2, 3. Yay! Ah, bam, bam. And we do have more blue left in the deck, but not any green left in the deck. So therefore, I'm going to go get my blue Lululu land and play this. Shadowcast says, and now I feel so much better even without having answered my previous question. I don't understand how this is even possible. You know, I'm going to try to make sense of it. So your initial question was, Sean, I've been offered a switch to a different position at my company, but that the offer is better than my current salary, but below what I should be paid as salary for that position. What do I do? Almost always, the question is not yes, no to this. Almost always it's not this, it's what's my personal emotional state and how's that affecting this? And the simplest example that I can give that everyone can relate to is when you are in high school or college and you have that crush and you start thinking, oh my god, she said that thing. Does she like me? Does she not like me? Is she going to hang out with me? I sent her a message. Is it okay to follow up? Oh my god, you're so focused on this thing when really you should come back and go, what is it that's preventing me from just being able to live a normal day and have a crush and be totally okay if nothing works out? And I find that the shit that's going on with me is often way more influential than the stuff that's going on with the thing. So the thing here was this particular job offer situation. Oh my god, oh shit. It's way easier to, like, actually have comfort here. Yeah, you know what? I actually have a lot of stress in job interviews, and if I got over that stress, then everything would be amazing. So you know what? All of a sudden, this particular situation with this job, it just feels less relevant. It actually feels more temporary. I'm going to change my shirts real quick. For some reason, I thought my opponent had lethal here. I was about to just, like, do a quick dip, duck, dodge, dive, and roll. I'll discard the Overgrown Tomb. Oh. Remember, Uro is coming to kiss his puppy in the morning. Who's a good dog? And that's what the dog sees. Gonna do this. Showcases, I feel like it now makes sense that I will accept what I can get for now, and I will continue to look for job interviews regardless of the fact that I may freeze up or may be happy in my current job. My looking for work outside my current job doesn't seem to be dependent on my current state of work. Yeah, you know, like, this really resonates with, I remember, like, maybe a year or two into J9 TV. The stream was generating money and generating revenue. I was getting asked to host and cast all sorts of shit. So, what do I do? Get me out of here. What do I do? Because someone would offer me some amount of money. Like, again, let's say that I thought that my rate should be $100 an event. $100 an event. And then someone comes to me and says, hey, Sean, we'll give you $60 to do this. And I'm like, well, my rate's 100. And they're like, well, we can bump it up to 65, but that's all we can do. And it used to really stress me out, because I would go, righteous, well, I deserve $100. What the fuck? Oh, standing up, like, pacing around. Oh, my God. Yeah, I just get really, really, really worked up about it. And someone suggested that what I should do is actually calculate the exact amount of money that is lost per day of not streaming. And not just, like, what is the actual ad revenue, but what's, like, average subscriber gain per day. What is... Ooh, that's a way better one. I like Casualties of War more, so I'm going to keep that one. What is... the average audience gain per day. Of my audience that watches, what percentage can I estimate that makes a purchase of t-shirts? And just kind of estimate all these things, you know, because if you say, well, I don't know how much money a viewer's worth, you know, okay, we'll try to compute it. Try to come up with an actual computation for it. And it might take you, like, an hour, but okay, it's an hour. Great. Easy. And what this allowed me to do is allowed me to come up with a really concrete number of what on earth missing a stream day meant and was worth. So again, to make up numbers, if the amount of money that I would make streaming would be $60, then if I'm gonna go to your event, at the very least I should be paid $60, which is what I'm losing, plus... Oh my god. The amount of times Uro doesn't get a land a day is agonizing. Maybe I'm doing something wrong with my keeps. $60 plus hours of work that I'm doing. Oh, plus, you know what? I should actually come up with a computation of how much it disrupts my next week of streaming when I am streaming. Maybe I need to take another day off after the work event, because if I work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, fly out Thursday, work Friday, Saturday, Sunday, fly back Monday, I haven't really had any rest for 7 days, so... I suspect that this match will be held. Okay. And so, what this computation provided me was not necessarily a clean answer. What it provided me was a lot of comfort, because I just knew the possibilities. It wasn't, do I say yes to this, or do I say no, based upon some amorphous set of feelings. Instead it was, alright, well, I lose about $60 when I don't stream / upload to YouTube. So my asking for 100 actually makes a ton of sense. It's actually super reasonable. And if someone can't afford $100, totally okay, no big deal. Oh, I am like Mondo about to take 1 billion damage. Land 1 time. Okay. Boy, we're gonna take a lot of Oh my god. MP King rejoining for 102 months. Says, heart you all, especially when you wash your hands a lot. And then Zor-El's coming in as a brand new 100-month sub. Zor-El, welcome to the 100 club. $100 million. Damn, Zor-El. The Hundo Muntho Clubbo. Holy fuck, man. Aish. How many of these are in the bin, huh? Not enough? Well, I'm gonna need to nuke this. I don't quite agree with the main board sideboard of this. Like, I'm not quite 100% on board. I think there's not quite enough answers to aggro. Meow! Yeah, it just gave me so much comfort. Because, like, then if I missed an event, I would be like, yeah, it's cool, I missed an event. It's no big deal. Holy shit, that deals so much damage. And then that's 3, 7, yeah. This deck feels like fucking terrible if I'm up against aggro. I actually firmly believe these 2 lilies should be cut in favor of something at the low end. I think like 2 lilies in place of like 2 Aether Gusts. And then cut 2 Lovestruck Beasts from the sideboard and put in 2 lilies. I think that makes infinitely more sense. Because now we just go Bada. I think maybe I do leave in the casualties. Hell, maybe even put in another one. Get rid of you, get rid of you, get rid of probably these as a start. Put in Lovestruck Beasts. Yeah, dude. Here's my Magic 3 tomorrow. Next week, Ori and the Will of the Wisps. The week after is Factorio week. Factorio! Great. Why did Factorio get postponed? It didn't get postponed. It's just scheduled for the 3rd week of March. It's what it was always scheduled to be. Alright, so I should first crack Fabled Passage. Oh, Shadowcast just gifted 5 subs. Thank you for joining this therapy session. Take this therapy money. I'm a therapist now. That's right. You know, if there's one thing that just kills me, you know, let me actually just briefly change shirts. I know I have a clean shirt somewhere over here. Is it? Moving the laundry around due to the organization. Alright, a shirt, a shirt, there's a shirt. None of these are my shirts. Where's a shirt? Where's a shirt? We got a sweater, we got a scarf, we got... None of these are my shirts. Where are the shirts, man? There's some socks. I have socks. Okay. But where are shirts? Whatever, I'm just going to be a little coffee-stained bear. Boom, pow. I'm thinking green. Yeah. Dum da da dum 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 da da dum dum da 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 dum da da dum. Bang. Pass, pass. Hurr. Hurr. Maybe I'll just stream with a shirt stain, you know? Man, I gotta switch the chairs. I had I told y'all my Herman Miller Aeron chair broke. I have a second one though. Should be okay, right? Should be okay. Should be good. Oh yeah. Oh my god. Oh, prepare to get chewed up. Oh, snarf.
Don't be surprised if we meet again.
So I have a little workstation set up in the living room, and I had my my second chair out there, and I just haven't switched it. And this chair is just some cheap, basic-ass chair. Here, did you see that chair broke pretty quick? Did you contact them for repairs? It was about a 3-year-old chair. I got it in, yeah, summer 20 or May 2017, maybe April 2017. This was about a 3-year-old chair. That seems quick to me. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, actually, I don't know what constitutes quick or not quick. Quick Google says they have 12-year warranties. I just haven't gotten around to it. I need to get them around. And then beg them for a sponsorship. Please. Please give me all the money. Please. Please. Wait, what is this fucking doing over there, huh? Oh, you claimed my firstborns? You fuck. I mean, it could very well have been that I just did something to it, but yeah, one of the little axle chair things. Snippy snap. You have got to absolutely be kidding the ever-living fucking shit out of me with this thing, man. Oh. No. No, he's gonna snap it in twain. Ah! No. Doing this. Oh yeah, but I mean the real problem with the real problem with this chair is that it's just not a good chair, so my neck slowly starts to hurt more and more as the weeks continue. Man, I can't believe I just dumped the coffee right on the shirt, man. I mean, I dumped it right on the white part. Damn, that dude's running Kroxa. I envy my opponent. Man, all these decks that we've been playing have just been feeling really, really shit. Only our slightly doofy constructions have actually been really good feeling. This one I just think is not correctly constructed. Bing bong. I think it's a little too ambitious. Cry the Carnarium? It does not. Runs that one, though. That's pretty tight. Hopefully Kroxa gets played. Claim the Firstborn, just like swings in. I'm like, ah. Yes, this does cost 3 when it hath been escaped. Run 1 Cry in the sideboard. I don't think so. Cry the Carnarium kind of sucks right now. Cry's pretty weak because there's just not a lot of stuff that has lots of X1s or X2s. Like, those don't really exist a lot in the meta. And even in cases where it does, like this one, I don't think that the problem is that this deck just needs a quick 3-mana sweeper and we're okay. Cry the Carnarium would feel better if there were a lot of, like, mono white. Alright, well, at least our opponent exiled in the wrong order. Should Ashiok oneself. Yay! Land, planeswalker, creature! Creature! Land! Yaha! I might actually just switch chairs, change shirts. Like, I can just feel my neck tightening as I sit here. Any thoughts on Baldur's Gate 3? I'm gonna play the shit out of it. Man, this deck is just not as fun as the Polakranos one. It just is not as fun, man. Concede, man. I don't like any of these decks. None. No.